Hi, this is Greg with the Dapper Man. Today I'm going to be smoking the Laranja by Espinosa. So stay tuned. Alright, welcome back. Like I said, my name is Greg, and today I'm going to be smoking the Laranja by Espinosa. This is a cigar a buddy of mine at my cigar lounge, Rem's Place in Grand Junction, Colorado, gave me. I told him that I would do a review on it, and so here we go. I started with the V cut. Let me go, and I'm going to go ahead and light it up. I'm also going to be pairing it with some Magnus single malt Scotch. I have a video review of that. I'll actually post for a link down below as well. Go ahead and toast it. Don't want to get it too high. There we go. Okay, there we go. So it's lit very, very well. While I get my first few puffs in, let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about the cigar. The Laranja Reserva by Espinosa. I'm a gringo, so I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. It's actually Portuguese for orange, and they call it that because of the orange hue to this. It's a Brazilian wrapper. It's a Brazilian Laranja wrapper. It is a Nicaraguan long fill. And the binder is also from Nicaragua. So the cigar is mostly Nicaraguan with a little bit of Brazil thrown in, just for color. I do love the orange band on it, though. Hopefully you can see that. It's just a beautiful band. This cigar did win, did take the 13th spot in the 2015 Cigar Aficionado Cigar of the Year award. So just to get into the top 25 is fantastic, but this thing came in number 13, so it's a very, very good smoke. And like I said, I am pairing it with a Scotch, a little bit of ice in there. It's kind of melted, so it's more kind of a mix between neat and on the rocks. For more information on the Scotch, go ahead and look at that whiskey review that I did. So, according to Cigars International, I'm supposed to be getting spice, pepper, citrus, nuts, cedar, and a natural sweetness. So let's see what I can taste. You definitely get a lot of that natural sweetness right up front. That's the first thing I got. Then a little bit of the cedar. And then about halfway through you get some of that citrus. Yeah, a lot of the cedar right now. I think a little bit of the spice and pepper that I'm getting is just because I lit it. I am just a fraction of an inch in. So let me go ahead and continue to smoke, and I'll come back with a review in just a little bit. Okay, so I'm a little bit further in now. This is usually when you can start tasting a lot of the various flavors and getting a lot of the sense of what is actually going to the cigar's actually going to be like. This is a like a medium full to a full-bodied cigar. Right now I'm not getting much spice at all. It's very, very mellow. Getting a little bit of pepper, but just not the heat of the pepper, just the taste of the pepper. A little bit of nutty, a little bit of cedar. As you can see, the burn is fantastic on this thing. Nice white ash. It's very, very even. No runners in there. It's not canoeing. No mouse holes, nothing. It's very, very good. Yeah, nuts and cedar. You still get a lot of that natural sweetness right up front. It's actually a fantastic cigar. I love this thing so far. So I'm going to get closer to the third of the way mark, and then I'll go ahead and come back with another flavor profile. But so far, I really like this cigar, and actually pairs very, very well with this whiskey, or I should say scotch. It's a nice and light scotch, and even though this is a full-bodied cigar, yeah, it's still it still tastes nice and light, at least to me. Could be because I'm a mile high here in Grand Junction, or close to a mile high here in Grand Junction. All right, like I said, I'll be back in just a little bit once I get closer to the third of the way mark. All right, as you can see, I'm a little further in now, about a third of the way. The construction is very good on this cigar. It's a very, very well constructed cigar. Burn is very even. No canoeing, no runners, no mouse holes, nothing. As for the taste, it's still very, very smooth. Get a little bit of that nuttiness, a little bit of the cedar at the very beginning. Sweetness has gone down a little bit. So is a lot of the citrus. As with most cigars, I'm getting like a coffee type of light coffee type of taste, creaminess. Definitely picking up notes of that cedar though. So I'm going to continue to smoke. Again, I'm pairing it with the Magnus Single Malt Scotch from Highland Park. Pairs very, very well. It's a very light whiskey with a little bit of ice or water. Goes very well with this cigar here. So I'm going to continue to smoke the Laranja, and I will be back. So stay tuned. So as you can see, I'm a little further in. Starting to burn a little unevenly, but not bad. I can correct that without having to actually touch it up. Still getting the nuts, the coffee, a little bit of spice when I retrohale. Actually, some decent spice when I retrohale, but that's to be expected. Very good cigar still. Decent amount of smoke. Also, it doesn't do a whole lot of burning when you're not actually puffing on it. But as you can see, I'm just a little over a third in, into my second third now. So it's still a really good cigar. I think the price, I'm not sure the price, online MSRP is just under $11. So if you go to your lounge, depending on your taxes, probably 16, 17, 18, depending on, again, your taxes and what your lounge charges for overhead. I believe Cigars International has a box of these for, I think, $180 normally, for a box of 20. But still a very good cigar. I'm going to go ahead and continue smoking it, see if any of the flavors change, but it's a very, very smooth cigar. Only get a lot of the spice or the pepper when I retrohale. A little bit of an undertone of a floral note. Not a lot. It doesn't, I mean, it's really, really subtle. You really have to search for it. But yeah, I'm going to continue smoking this thing, and I will be back closer to the band, so stay tuned. Alright, as you can see, I am at the band now, so into my 2/3, beginning of my final third here. Burn has pretty much corrected itself, as you can see. Just a little uneven, but again, that's not bad. I'll take the band off here in just a moment. Still no runners, no mouse holes, no canoeing, nothing really bad like that. The cap has stayed intact. Getting a little more toffee now, getting more of the spice now. Yeah. More of the spice in the final third. More nuts, getting the coffee, like I said, I'm getting a toffee, like a sweet toffee. Probably the coffee and just the natural sweetness combining. Finish, I'm getting taste of that cedar. So overall, it's a very, very good stick. I highly recommend this one so far. It's a little bit pricier, so this may not be like an everyday stick, but it's still a very good stick. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up here. I'll come back with once more with a final tasting, and give you my final verdict. So stay tuned. All right, welcome back. Final third here. Well into my final third anyway. Love the cigar. Definitely getting spicier and with more pepper towards the end here. Still getting those nuts and cedar. Still getting that sweetness though. So it's almost like, when I finish, it's almost like a toffee. Like I said, this is about $11 stick. MSRP, so $15, $18 wherever your local tobacconist, depending on taxes and stuff. Construction is fantastic. It hasn't turned on me at all. Yeah, lots of yeah, sweet coffee right there. I did a V-cut, like I said earlier. It's held up very, very well. I do actually recommend this cigar. Again, it's because of the price, it may not be an everyday cigar for you, but it'll be a very good cigar. I'm actually going to finish it up here on my nubber that one of the guys at my lounge made me. Little flat head wrapper there. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the cigar. I hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the little bell notification there. You'll get notifications when I post a new video. You can find us on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, all at the Dapper Man US. And if you have any comments or questions about the cigar, please feel free to put them in the bottom in the comments there. I'll go ahead and get back to you. Well, that's all for now. I hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.